Hi, I'm Matthew Greenhouse. I am just joining Mint. My job is to focus on the US presence for Mint, to start and launch Mint in the US.
How did your ad tech career start?
So one of the most insightful moments of my career was when I had just started my company and we were focused on online file sharing and collaboration. Our first customers were agencies that at this time had both media and creative in-house, and they were starting to separate the media side of the business. Very quickly, we had large accounts with the holding companies that were starting to share media plans in our platform on a global basis. What I realized very quickly were kind of the inspiration and idea for what ended up being the company that I sold. We had 55 countries worth of media plans. What I didn't realize at the time is this is the first time that they could access all of their data in one centralized location online. And that was a great moment. The next moment, which was even more powerful, was that they soon wanted to run reports on this data. And kind of light bulb moment went off where I started to realize that if we could take all of the data in the Excel files and put it into a database, now they can run reports on a global basis and have instant access to whatever information about their advertising that they wanted to.
How did the industry change over time?
Throughout my career in the industry, I've seen an evolution of problems and solutions and more problems and more solutions. We were able to solve basic problems by storing and sharing files on the internet. This became pretty common quickly. In fact, it's a little silly now to think about the idea of just sharing a file online was so novel 20 years ago. The entire nature of advertising has changed from traditional linear television, which was a very slow process, still is a slow process to get reporting on this, to digital and API connections, where people expect they want to go into their mobile phone and very quickly have access to every information they want from every single partner they're working with. So that's been a very interesting change, as the needs have gone from very basic file sharing to everything is connected. I want to use a mobile phone to get access to all my information whenever I want to. So it's very interesting to think about technology, which used to be very difficult, and now it's off-the-shelf software all the time. I don't know if it was lucky or unlucky to start when I did. Sometimes I feel like I was lucky because I was one of the first people doing online collaboration for the advertising industry.
What is your opinion about the industry today?
The advertising industry is very inefficient. 70% of the time spent is on manual typing, and the average piece of data is typed 7 different times into different systems, spreadsheets, buying systems, planning systems, purchase order systems, and so on. So if you look at it, the industry as a whole is very inefficient, and there are errors all over the place. So for a very long time, I've been motivated by how do we use technology to help solve problems that technology is very good at, that humans are not very good at.
How did you discover and join Mint?
I decided to join Mint. It came up very organically. One of the things I was doing is starting to work with people from my network about what can we do, what are the opportunities. One of them said, "Hey Matt, there's a meeting tomorrow that we have that you might be interested in." So I said, "Sure, what is it?" And they sent me an email. I started reading. There's a company, a SaaS company in Italy that does advertising workflow efficiency. And from there, I met Andrea and Carlo, and instantly we realized we were speaking the same language and have the same vision. So even though I wasn't looking for a job at the time, I got very inspired by a very successful company doing what I believe in.
How will you contribute to Mint's growth?
One of the things important to me when I decided to take this job was, do I feel I can actually help? As I'm learning more, what I'm starting to realize is that what's inspiring me is that I can bring my expertise of multinational advertising and supporting global accounts through software, both in terms of how to sell and market to large advertisers, because those were my clients who were like big Fortune 500 customers, but also how do we get the software ready to support them. One of the very exciting things for me about joining Mint at this time is Mint has established themselves as a global brand working with large customers, creating a new category called advertising resource management. The industry needs this innovation. Mint is a solution to do it, but the journey is not over yet. We are at the infancy of the ARM category and using enterprise software for advertising that's been missing throughout my whole career. It doesn't exist. And to grow into this, it's operational experience. How do we set up the internal processes for operations? How do we grow the software to support larger and larger customers? The level of talent that they've attracted here is incredible. And one of the things that I've wanted to do in my career is not do it by myself, but work with smart, successful people that all want to work together and tackle challenges together. We can do more as a team, and working with great people that inspire you. They've all had their own successful careers. Put everyone together, you have like a dream team of how to achieve the vision of becoming the default industry software platform. I'm here to help Mint fulfill the vision of the ARM category.